What is up, Diosy fans? Diosy here, and today we will be reviewing not really reviewing, but going over the main problem of the Jade Mountain arc. I won't do an announcement segments or timestamps because this is going to be an extremely short video. And if you're wondering, the announcement section is in the same video as I uploaded today, my book channel review, where I go over how I'm going to do this video. Okay, so the Jade Mountain arc. Oh my god, it has a problem. Now, the Jade Mountain arc is by far I'm not the biggest fan of it. See, the problem with Jade Mountain is that it has some of the best characters. Hands down, the best protagonists of all time. We have Amazing Moon, Amazing Winter, Amazing Peril, Turtle, and Amazing Kibble. So overall, all the main characters are amazing. And in that fact, the side characters are good. Most of them are actually really good. But there are some characters who barely get in development. So yeah. Anyway. And that's my main good about this whole arc. If I had to give the whole arc in a rating, I might be actually able to give out an average for the whole arc. So basically, there's an 8, and then there's a 6, there's another 8. Yeah, a lot of ratings are there. And the truth is, the arc itself is good. There's pretty much... The story is where the problem begins. I can't even say the story is good, because I was gonna like, she says the story is good. No, it is not. The story is bad. It is trash. I don't care if you're a Kibble stan. I'm a Kibble stan. I love Winter, I love Kibble, I don't ship them, I love Moon, and I do ship them, not with Winter, but with Kibble. But I don't care how much you like the main characters, how much you like the villains, how much you even like Darkstalker or any of the side characters in that fact. Jade Mountain Prophecy is trash when it comes to story. Let's go over the main plot of the story. Okay. Book 6, the first book, begins with Moon coming to Jade Mountain. We meet this mysterious dragon who turns out to be this sort of evil animus dragon, but Moon sympathizes with him. Cool. But then, where we meet this animus dragon, we go into this evil Icewind dragon who ends up being one of the main character's best friends. She ends up bombing and then a lot of things happen and the Icewind runs off. Then we totally forget about that single animus dragon and we go on a different journey with another main character, and on his racist perspective, where he goes to get a crush, and he gets some of the best character development, learning to sympathize with everyone. Amazing. And then we go to book 8. Now, from book 7, we get Queen Scarlet, the new main villain, because Darkstalker is just a guy. And eventually, what happens in book 8 is Winter is there. He has no character development, or, we don't even get to see anything. But in the end, he loses all his character development, which I hate the fact about why he lost all his character development. But on the other fact, Queen Scarlet, remember her, she's dead. And remember that Animus Dragon we met all the way back in book 6? Well, he's back and now he's actually evil, baby. In book 9, we get the whole Turtle hiding arc where Turtle literally just follows Darkstalker. And until the little final chapter, Turtle is not seen or heard by the main villain. He is literally just a wall. The main character is literally just the impigment of a blank nothing. He literally does not exist, does not interact with the main villain, does not have any conflicts. The only moral conflict he has is if Darkstalker sees him, he's screwed. That's just bad. He doesn't even get good at the end, and I just love Turtle, but he is trash as a main character, okay? And in book 10, everything is paid off. We get to introduce this new dragon. Yes, we get to introduce this new villain dragon called Vulture, who immediately just screws up at that moment, and we never see him again. Do you see the problem with the story? We literally shift within so much things that we have 4 villains. We have Scarlet, Darkstalker, and the 2 sub-villains of Vulture and Chameleon. Other than that, this has got to be literally the worst story. We literally meet so many new characters, lose them, and then they just pop out of randomness. Darkstalker, we meet him in book 6, he just pops up at the end of book 8 and continues on. Full Slayer, yeah, we meet her, and she does an amazing, decent development. Oh, look, she's gone in book 8, and you don't see her until near the very end, where you just see an appearance of her, and then on the final chapter, she appears. Why do they do this so much? Tweety, you're an amazing writer, but please improve the Jade Mountain Prophecy writing. The plot is everywhere, and oh my god, I just can't deal with it. I don't like the Jade Mountain Prophecy as a story. Characters amazing. Would I read these guys in a comedy show? Yes, I feel like the Jade Mountain Prophecy cast just works amazing as a Comedy Central show, like The Friends, or where they just go in their day-to-day life while dealing with world-ending threats. That's a good show. But this just doesn't fit them. This trash, nowhere going story is never going to be anything worth of value. And if you're wondering, I'm also going to add up. So book 7 has a 7. So let's go by order on how I rated these books. Book 6, 8 out of 10. Book 7, 7 out of 10. Book 8 got a 9 out of 10. So that, okay. And then we got book 9, which got a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. And then we got, well, book 10, which got basically a 7.5 out of 10. Now if you do some quick maths, give me a second. 9 and 6. Yeah, we got a 37.5, which is pretty decent actually. 37.5 out of 10. That's basic divided by 5. Basically, that's a 7.5 out of 10 for the whole prophecy. Amazing. Now, if you compare that to the Dragonets of Destiny prophecy, it is 10 times better. If you're wondering what the original prophecy's ratings are, let me actually add that up too, just so that you know how good these things are. Because these movies are actually pretty decent. These books. I always refer to them as movies for some reason. Basically, if you add all of these up and then divide them by 5, you will get 22. You heard that. Sorry. Wait, what? You would get 29, which, if you're wondering, then you would divide that by 5 and you would get, so wait, yeah. So basically, remember how the original got a 7.5? They got a 5.8. That is a 58 out of 100 compared to 75 out of 100. That is a worse book. But what the Dragonet Prophecy gets like 100 more points on compared to the Jade Mountain is the story. Sure, they had problems, but at least the story was good. And yeah, I can't even talk about this anymore. And just please, I can't even say anything because the story's already done and there's no improvement we can do. But just don't stand this prophecy because it's bad and we have to accept that the story is trash. Does it have amazing characters? Yes. Will we still read it? Obviously. But you can't just say that it is one of the best prophecies. It is a good prophecy, but almost 90% of those 7.5 points, basically 6 points out of those 7.5, or basically 30 out of that 50 points came from the characters and nothing. That 7 came from everything else, including the story, which is pretty trash, in the truth. Which is the main reason. Like, the Dragonets of Destiny, all those books, the Dragonet Prophecy, gain those parts in the story. These guys lose all the points because of the story, which is why I just think Jade Mountain is one of the worst stories. I don't care how good the main characters are, the story's trash. But guys, that's the end of this video. Hope the video, sub to the channel would be amazing. I might not get it, but it's there. But guys, that's the end of this video, and that's Diozy going out.